Hey guys, welcome to Find the Funny with Lisa Alvarado. This is part 2 with Dana Eagle. You guys heard the first part. Thanks for joining in. The second part is just as hilarious. She is fantastic. And here we go. Let's start from the top. This is my mom, Nelly Alvarado.
Yeah.
Y dice en español.
Bienvenido a encontrar lo gracioso con Lisa Alvarado.
You nailed it.
Okay.
All right. All right. Una vez más.
Yay, yay.
That's my mom getting the chancla out. But how did we get on butt stuff for so long? I don't know. But I think the amount of maintenance that women do back there, guys aren't doing that. Guys aren't bleaching assholes, right? They're not.
No, they do.
Are they?
They do. The gay
men.
Yeah,
okay. Right. I guess I didn't think of that group.
Where do you think we got the idea for all of our hair to be waxed off? That was the gay men's idea. We didn't come up with that. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
They let us do that.
It's the gay man's fault. Guys, stop it. Stop looking so good at the gym and bleaching everything and shaving everything because the straight women don't like it. We don't like all that maintenance. But we do it. That's the crazy thing, is to appease men. I keep telling women in my act that men will hump a couch. Like, don't worry about what you look like, okay? They will hump an inanimate object over nothing. So just go for it. Like, don't worry about what you look like.
Lesbians, read a few books, listening to some public radio. But you don't have to bleach or wax.
Yeah, no, on the waxing, no shaving. It's not as, is it a little more acceptable if you don't shave or wax?
There's definitely different groups. There's definitely different groups, I'd say. I think that's more like a personal
It's a preference
thing, but I think lesbians are probably a little bit more. I don't want to say that, we're kind of it's funny because I think that this is a compliment, but for some reason I'm saying it so sadly. It's we're substantive. I don't know.
Wow, you care about character?
There's something about being shallow that is, offensive and yet so easy, so simple. Yeah. There's not a book club involved. Just Sephora. Yeah. No politics involved. No body politics. Yeah. But no, there's definitely, there used to be more the stereotype of women, lesbians being more butch. And I don't find that now. I find it's certainly not taken a census, though I'm happy to if anyone wants to hire me. But it's much more, I do find it feels like a lot more femme now than it was before. I'm sort of in the middle.
I'm saying like I know.
Say that again?
I'm saying like I know, but
you know.
What side do you feel like you're more attracted to? A very feminine looking gay woman, or?
Here's the thing. I like them all. I appreciate them all.
Okay.
They're lovely. My dating history is definitely a little bit more butch, but not completely though. There's been a few exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually there has been. Yeah, there's been exceptions. I don't want to sound like I'm just attracted to the person because that's so boring. But but definitely not. It hasn't been, to the extreme on either end, which makes sense because I'm kind of more useless on either side. It's I can't do the makeup. I can't fix anything. I can't cook. I can't, any of those stereotypes, which we're trying to get rid of. We will right after this episode. We're dumping them. But yeah.
Do you find yourself there's some things that you just don't like in dating someone? For, for straight women, I think a lot of us is a height thing. But I think if it's a woman and a woman dating, is there the height thing as well?
I have it. Yeah. I have it. I don't want, like, I'm not attracted to, how do you say it? Like short and wafy. I'm not attracted to that. It's a lot of sharp edges, and also I feel like what the things I like about, the thing that makes me attracted to women is like, I like the curves. Like I
Yeah.
like those parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've just never, but no, I think we have the height thing too. Because you know what? I went on, like it was, like one of the online dating things. And then we met somewhere and she was there before me. I only figured it out afterwards and she was sitting down. And only when we said goodbye to each other and she stood up did I realize that she was short. And that's why she was sitting down when I walked in and didn't get up to say hello. Was she wanted to have the chance for me to get to know her before I judged her height or judged anything like that. We all have something like that. Like we're kind of like,
Yeah, I feel so.
Let's take that out later. But some things are harder or easier to hide than others. Yeah.
I feel so shallow sometimes when I'm on a dating app and I got mixed reactions, and this is horrible, but I will admit this about myself. If I see they're almost always cute too, the short guys. And then I see a dude and I'm like, oh, he looks cute. Like his face picture is cute. And then I scroll to his height and I'm like, 5'6", and I'm like, what the fuck? No. So
wow.
It's so shallow, but I'm like, if I'm taller than this guy, like it just doesn't feel like manly. You know what I mean? It feels like, hi, let me pick you up and be your mom. I don't know. There's just something weird about it where I don't feel like he can protect me.
But whenever I see mismatched couples, I always feel like there is something very sexy about the woman being taller. But I don't know if that's because I'm gay. Yeah, I always think I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah, because you're looking at the woman going, I want to date her.
About like when men, I think we talked about this, like when men wear pink, straight men wear pink. And it's like,
yes.
Oh, okay, good. He's secure enough and he can handle this. But I think now, what if he like, as long as we're wading into shallow territory, what if it was like, there's his height, there's his bank account.
Yeah. I wish that I cared more about the bank account. I have dated way too many poor dudes and like supported them or like paid for stuff or bought them nice gifts. And I don't know what that is in me that's broken that I will date like a poor guy doesn't bother me. I'm trying to change that about myself. Isn't that weird? Like I'm trying to care more about that because I think it's responsible. You know what I mean? That you're both equally bringing stuff to the table in terms of finances. I also don't think it's totally fair that a guy fully support a woman unless that's what they both want, I guess. But not all dudes want to just support women. They will, but I think they're kind of like, hey, it'd be nice if you had a job to contribute.
Yeah.
How about you? Does your person have to have like a good job or doesn't matter?
No, I mean, I definitely feel like I'm not really bringing enough to the table at the moment where I feel like that one is kind of on me because I don't have, like in my special skills and talents, I don't have a lot there. Like there's not a lot to like buy into. And so I'm like, oh, why would I better, pick that part up. Like my personality's there. Enough, you've seen it. It runs in spurts. It's like there, and then I'm like,
your
done. And I'm like,
personality
now I
runs
have to be by myself.
spurts.
So
Okay.
that's why I have trouble meeting people. Like I'd rather meet people. I don't like in groups of people now, like the fitness classes I told you, it's like, I don't want any of those people to know that I do stand up. Like, I like to just,
Really?
because I don't want people to, I want to be there as myself. I don't want people to see me as like, I'm here to entertain the crowd, and,
Yeah.
and there's
that's
also
true.
like a different feeling with you. We always make sarcastic comments, and there's always like that different feeling of like, if you say something and someone's like, "Oh, hey, is that in your ad?" And it's like, no, I'm just an asshole in real life. Why can't I just like, it's not my
Yeah, I'm totally psycho regularly. Why do I have to be a comedian to be like this? Yeah.
right. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to have to
exactly.
be on all the time. And then meeting women, it's like, I don't know if I just say it. Yeah, like that energy was just for that. It's got maybe 15, 20 more minutes to go. But it's not like that all the time. And some people are. Some people are the same on and off stage.
Dana, what bits or stuff are you working out right now on stage?
Oh, well, here's one. And actually, I worked on this one a little bit during the pandemic where, I appreciate when straight allies come to our defense, but I hate when they use this line of like, to defend us. They're like, it's not a choice. No one chooses to be gay, and I'm like, well, here's the thing. No, personally, I didn't choose to be gay, but like, so what if I did? Like, best choice ever, and then during the pandemic, be like, and I just know that 6 months into a pandemic, my straight friends can't agree on a thermostat setting. And also like, you're going to judge that. Like, why would, of all my choices, like, why judge that one? Like, I ate a gallon of mango sorbet in 24 hours. I feel like that's why I shouldn't be allowed to get married,
So how is
Sunday.
that bit going? Is it get a mixed reaction?
Well, I feel like it needs a third beat. And so I do the mango sorbet goes with like, it should be like mango sorbet. That's why I shouldn't be allowed to teach in schools.
Okay.
On Sundays, I vacuum my apartment in nothing but my cowgirl hat and my panties. That's why I shouldn't be allowed to get married. And then I was trying to come up with something like a third beat for that. And I think it's something along the lines of like, maybe something like I picked this outfit, myself. Okay, that wasn't a choice. Like, I was just born with bad taste, like that.
Yeah, some sort of doing the flip. Okay.
Sorry, you probably wanted something simpler. No,
it's a great thing to dig in on because you could try it like 5 different things and see which one resonates more with the audience.
Right.
Like my hair is black, but I guess I did choose that. Like something that could be both ways. That you actually can change, but you're choosing not to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think something that you have,
I was just
can change.
Born without taste.
Yeah.
But that's not why I'm gay. Yeah.
Exactly. It makes being gay easier, a lesbian. It makes being a lesbian easier.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're typing it.
Yeah. This is how comics work. We're doing this live, which is so fun. I love it.
But I think that's the thing is it's like I was born without taste.
Yeah.
Every part of my life demonstrates that.
I'm the original COVID. No taste.
Except for me being gay. That's the only. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Listen, it's not bleach butthole good yet, but we're getting there.
It's not my junkyard is in disarray good, but it's getting there.
The junkyard.
That's a great, yeah. You should see my junkyard.
You don't know what you're going to find back there. It might be a treasure.
No, there's like rust. There's things that need to be compacted.
Wait, isn't there a show like on HGTV where they
Oh
go,
yeah, like a renovation something, whatever.
No, there's
like this. My butthole is a teardown, you guys. It's a teardown. It's not. We don't want to rebuild here. All the neighbors would hate it. There's so much sewage. What's going on?
Wait. There's a show on, I think it's HGT. Oh no, it's on TLC, I think.
Okay.
You know, the learning channel, because there's so many things to learn.
Yeah.
There. We're going to find it. But there's these two guys but theirs is more like they do a lot of vintage stuff. I don't know. But sorry, there's a punchline. Sometimes we throw stuff out there. It doesn't always go.
Yeah.
That was the time to end the show, Sarah.
No, I mean, I like that angle of going more like a TV show route, or whatever it is, but digging deep into the details. That's where the fun stuff is.
Oh, digging deep.
See, even that. All because I don't like butt stuff. I don't know.
Except by the time you're done with this bit, it's going to sound like you do.
I know. Exactly. That's so, I don't know.
Kind of like I was going to just say, I feel like that's how straight guys are. It's like, nobody talks about gay sex more than straight men.
Isn't that ironic?
They're obsessed with it.
Yeah. Maybe that's a little bit of why I don't like it, is because I feel like if a guy wants a woman to do that kind of stuff, well, then why don't you just be with a man who wants to do that kind of stuff? Like, I don't understand, why would you be with a woman? Because we got a hole that's fantastic for those things.
There's always a reason to be with a woman. By the way, I found the name of the show.
What?
American Pickers.
What is it?
It's American Pickers.
American Pickers? The hell is that? That sounds like a booger show.
The show follows antique and collectible pickers Mike Wolf and Frank Fritz. We're looking for amazing things buried in people's garages and barns and butts.
Buried. Yes, exactly. American Pickers. Yeah. You don't want to pick my backyard.
On the History Channel.
That's awesome. Okay. History Channel. That's appropriate.
Done some good work today.
Yeah.
And we've had the most aggravating day, the both of us. And so I feel like we shouldn't have even had to. But isn't that the thing? It's like, if you don't play it, like I was just ready to call it a day and weep.
Yeah, me too. I know.
I was like, I'm done. I'm really done. I can't, I really didn't know how I was going to find my way here up to that 2-hour call with insurance. And then you do this and it's like, oh, it's all right. That was before. I don't have to sit in that now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I love about.
I don't know what regular people do.
I know. They don't talk about their backyard being junk. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more bit. We'll end on this. I'm going to be selfish and ask you about another bit because I love how we banter, how we riff and write. Okay, so this is a joke I have.
Well, that was just pissing me off.
I don't have a third thing, but I have this new joke that I'm doing about tattoos that I'm absolutely terrified to get a tattoo because it's so permanent, And I talk about a friend of mine who got a tattoo of her significant other, and then they broke up. And she's crying to me like, I don't know what to do. Like, it's going to be expensive and painful to have his name removed. So I was like, don't remove it. Just add a question mark. Because now it's either Tony or Tony, or even better, just add lines underneath it, like a guest book. It's a fill in the
Oh, I
blank.
like the guest book angle.
Yes. Okay, so I have the two
Sorry,
things right now. I have the question, just add a question mark, and I have the lines, add lines underneath like a guest book, which those two jokes I like, and I don't have another. I don't have a third. But I want
Could
it to
it
be
be,
really unique.
Could it be something like, then listen, you can't undo it. It is permanent. So why fight it? I forgot what this shape is called. I just put a oval around it and turned it into a tombstone.
Yeah,
That
like something you can
I
add
don't know
is
what something like a tombstone. Wait, an in memoriam? What about? I like that. Yeah, I think guest books could end up being That's going to be
that's
your
going to be
third.
probably the closer, but maybe something in between, like a question mark. I really like that one. Guest book, that would be the third one. The second one, I think, could be something about how you go about incorporating it, like keeping it. These are all ways to keep it. So something that you can do. So I'm just thinking of writing wise, like say if we were drawing something on a page and we fuck up a part of it, how do you keep it? Like, do you add more shadow? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm picturing it when I write the joke is,
What if you added Junior, and then even if you end up with Mike, when you have kids, you'll just call him Tony Junior. No,
right. Yeah,
Long
you
way
can
to-
add like a label to the end of it. I like making it a question.
No, I like yours too. If you're asking me to top your two already good ones.
Oh, thanks. No, I know. That's why I'm saying I'm having such a hard time with it because I can't think of anything. I can't visualize anything else that I would do. Like a lot of people, what they do is they put a tattoo on top of the tattoo to cover it. They make something bigger or different, you know?
You could start an app called like instead of like J Date, let's say the guy's name was Dave, you could start an app called Dave Date. So that at least you know you'll only date Daves.
Right. Then you got to date the person with the same.
Wait, can you just put wait, you have the question mark? You have the guest book.
Yes.
What about just writing underneath it, rest in peace?
Oh, I like that. Okay, good. That's good. I think that could be number 2 then. Yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. Or you can add a descriptor to it.
Or add the years to it.
Like just add, if it's Tony, and then you put underneath it in parentheses has a small penis. You know what I mean? Like add a descriptor underneath.
Yeah.
Like he's
Hasn't
only
been
5.
seen
He's only
since-
5'6".
Yeah, there might be a callback there.
Yeah.
Hasn't been seen since, or his penis hasn't been seen since. Disappeared.
Right. He hasn't
Short
any.
life, shorter penis.
Actually, I miss your sketches. They were so good over the pandemic. But I mean, we were all indoors and like not, you know.
Yeah, that. But then also when we did, and you guys haven't seen the tapes when we did Best Damn Jokes.
Yeah.
You were so good. I was looking at the tape. I should have given them to you last night, and Sarah could have
edited them in. You were for the Emmys or Oscars or something this year?
Oscars.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I wrote for them that year, the year of the
Was it the pen?
No, it was the hit. It was 2022. It was the Chris Rock. Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, that's right. I totally forgot. So you got to write for that. And how was the response backstage when you guys were watching that happen live?
Oh, we were shocked.
I bet.
We were real. Yeah, it was basically everything that everyone experienced at home, except, it was basically everything that everyone experienced at home, except, 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 ex Yeah, like I think there was more of it because like it wasn't beeped out live or nothing was cut out, and then we just kind of froze and had no. Yeah, I mean, just for a short time, we were just like, but
Yeah.
we didn't know. Yeah, we weren't expecting. Like people have already said to me, like, "Oh, that was planned," and I'm like, "Nope, no, it wasn't. No."
Okay, so we're
Even if-
hearing straight from somebody that was actually there, that actually wrote for the show and was backstage, that it was not a planned event. A lot of people thought it was planned out and like, oh, look what they're going to do, controversial. I don't think Will Smith would have planned to ruin his career like that.
No, and I don't think Chris Rock or any man really wants that happening to them in public.
No.
So
Did you like how he responded on his special about it? About the famous slap? Chris Rock?
yeah, I've heard a few things. I'm not sure if I saw the latest one. We were talking about specials last night. I watch a lot of specials. Sometimes they all just come together.
Me too.
So I'm not sure because there was that, and then there was something else he was doing. So I've heard a few things, but yeah, it was. I was glad like he took his time and he didn't like respond immediately. There's nothing you don't let everyone else say all the trash talk. You don't need to be the ones to say it.
Right. I think that Chris Rock was already huge and well respected, and like a lot of comedians looked up to him. But I think the way that he handled it was really classy, actually. And people going, you know what? I can't believe he's talking about this a year or two later. Are you serious? One of the most humiliating experiences for a person. Of course, you get some time to talk about that and feel it out.
Oh my God, I'm holding grudges from decades ago, first of all. And the other thing is like, we've of course had the conversation about being in comedy and how things have changed.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone has to comment right away. And I'm like, it's okay to think about what you're going to say. And like, I think that's why I find like morning shows and stuff like that, like so annoying. It's like everybody has to have something to say. And it's like, sometimes less is more.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm going to call that my next album and then have nothing on it.
less is more. Oh my gosh, it was brilliant. Did you hear nothing? That was amazing.
Some of her best work yet.
You have a story that you want to share of finding the funny in a situation? If you don't, it's okay. We can do another bit.
This is the best I've done is today. This podcast is the best I did today.
Me too. I know. I actually wrote today. I'm proud of myself. We could do a news topic. The one that I read today. There's a Michigan woman that got stuck in a porta potty. So there's a Michigan woman that got stuck in a porta potty because she climbed in it to retrieve an iWatch. Like the cops had to come and like get her out of the thing. And they're like, why did you go? Who did you fall? And she's like, no, there was an iWatch in there.
Wow. Wait, they were able to save her?
Yeah. Well, they got her out. Yeah. And I mean, to me, I'd be like, okay, well, was it an iWatch 9 series or was it like a 4? Because it was a 4. I'm not getting full of shit for a 4.
You just stepped right over the joke.
What?
And it was only a 2. You know how there's...
the 2! You got and it was only a number 2. That's so good. Why didn't I not see that? And that is why you have Dana Eagle on your podcast, you guys. I can't end this any better than that. It wasn't a 2. It was right in front of my face.
My good looks for my butthole.
All right, we're going to exchange butthole pics in a minute. But thank you so much for being on the show. You guys, that was Dana Eagle. Go to her website, danaeagle.com.
I wrote a book.
Oh, you wrote a book. Yes, tell us about it.
called How to Be Depressed, the guide. And I know everyone thinks they already know how to be depressed, but this is about doing it right. Like you want to be able to bring other people down with you.
I love it. That is so awesome.
And then
where can they get it?
There's like DanaEagle.com.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I also have a lot left over that's in German, French, or Turkish, and I can't read any of those, but they were published in those. So I have a few boxes of those if anybody wants.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. When did you publish this? When did it come out?
It was right after cancer.
Oh, yeah. She did have the, big
I get all the funny diseases. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Cancer, bipolar, depression. How to do it better. Give me a little your favorite part of the book.
So there's something called instead of daily affirmations, there's daily negations. Like it's not bad lighting. It's not bad lighting. That's what you look like.
I love it.
And then there's how to be depressed in different cities and countries. Like perks of being depressed in France. Tell people you are not depressed. You are les miserables.
That's awesome.
And then, there's depressed fashions, which always looks a little too close to like what I'm wearing. And then you could take a quiz at the beginning to see if you have what it takes to be depressed. Like one of the questions is, do you go to bed early? Not necessarily because you're tired, because you don't want to be awake anymore.
That sounds familiar. That's
me today.
I love it. That is so awesome. Well, I definitely want a copy.
You will get one.
Yay.
Definitely.
I'm so excited. Yay. Thank you for being a part of the podcast. It was so awesome having you. Thank you for taking the time.
It was no time at all. We did a 1-hour podcast in 3 hours. Come on.
It did take 3 hours to get set up because I don't know
I
what
could
the hell
have
I'm doing.
driven to your house, done the podcast, driven to someone else's house, done another podcast, come back to your house.
I'm so glad we were so efficient. But neither of us has to drive, and that's what I love about it. Okay. Thank you so much, Dana, for being part. DanaEagle.com. Make sure you go to that, pick up the book, follow her, definitely go see her live. She's a fantastic comedian and a great friend. Thank you so much. Tune in to Find the Funny, you guys, next week. We will have another guest, hopefully. If not, it'll just be me crying, trying to figure out social media stuff. All right, subscribe on YouTube. Love you guys. Bye. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. This is Find the Funny with Lisa Alvarado. I know it was different doing the interview online. Did you guys like it? Was it okay? Or do you prefer the in-studio guests? Let me know, because I'll do more of whatever you guys like, but not butt stuff. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Love you guys. Bye.
I hope everybody listen to my daughter and see it and laughing with her because she is very funny.